Just do it. Just get on it. I wish I'd have done it years ago. And like, if you've got problems where you're having troubles getting cows and calf, which I was, not magic bullet, but it's pretty close. Yeah. We milked 320 odd mixed herd. We're an irrigation area, so I do a bit of mixed cropping as well. We put Herdinsights on a bit over 12 months ago. We've just started our third joining. Yeah, so we've had 2 calvings and 3 joinings. A massive improvement over what we had before. So beforehand we had, I had a lot of empty cows and I had a long joining too. So I used to join over that up to 12, 13, 14 weeks. And I'm getting the same amount of cows and calf over 6 weeks that I did in 14 weeks. Well, we're starting to see results now because the last autumn joining was short, so I didn't have late calvers. So this joining now, everyone has had at least 60 days since they calved. So we're finding they're coming, well, they're probably on their 2nd or 3rd cycle now. So instead of trying to get them in calf on their 1st cycle, which was difficult. I was looking at the sort of this technology for 5 or 6 years sort of thing, and the early sort of generation ones I wasn't overly impressed with, but then this came out and your battery life is 7 years in theory, and results were, I think it was a lot more impressive than the old stuff. It's just so easy. It's like, I used to have the methods which I used to think worked well, but we just missed so many joinings with the observations and the bulling beacons, and I was finding I was just throwing semen away, really. And what I found with this is, I suppose we don't. Well, anybody that's on heat gets joined. So, and if they don't get in calf, down to usually something else, and it's not the methods we were using. We picked up on a lot of sick cows, probably a lot earlier than we would have. We probably might have picked them up after another couple of days, but it picked them up really early. So over this summer was particularly dry and dusty. We had quite a few cases of pneumonia, and it'd pick them up before they showed signs of, or the outward signs of being crook, and we fixed them a lot earlier than we probably would have, I suppose. So before they got too bad. So that's been very handy too. The lifestyle benefits are just fantastic. I don't have to observe cows. I don't have to stick KMARs on, bulling beacons. Yeah, and I'm going on holiday in the middle of joining, which I've never done before. And it's also engineering around issues we were having before, where I'd try to get a program going, and whether it was my communication or other people's listening, it wasn't. It just wasn't working. So it's engineering around having miscommunications, I suppose, and let's take the pressure off the staff. They don't have angry me to berate them all the time, I suppose. They're not wasting semen. They're actually having more accuracy in your preg testing. Like we preg tested, and you know exactly when they're going to calve. So instead of the bull got it at some stage in that 6 or 8 week period, So the last dry period, I reckon we probably saved a couple of tonnes per cow in terms of dry cow hay. So in a year where hay is expensive, it was very handy. You hear farmers freak out, but I reckon farmers are some of the first people on technology. I mean, everything's Wi-Fi. I've got a Wi-Fi net around the entire farm. It's just for, because their phones are crap, but dairy farms, automatic irrigation. We've got GPS in the tractor to tell us where to go. You've got everything's email. I don't think farmers are going to have a problem at all. It's simple format. You look at it, it comes up with a little You know, you get an alert, tells you who's to be joined. It's not hard, no. They got a few phone calls me from in the first week, but you know, it's been fairly smooth running, really. It's like hardest part was putting the collars on, which Andrew remember that, and it's really, you know, once they're on, and you don't have a lot of issues. And then Mike's in Tolac or wherever down south, and he casts an eye over your data every now and then and sends a message up and says, look at this cow or whatever. Yeah. So it's pretty smooth. Well, I've given the app to my workers, and they look at it. One's in the mid-60s, and she's straight into it, loves it. Other ones are younger, and same thing. It's not difficult. I'm not going to call it idiot-proof, but it's pretty close, I suppose. The joining that we just finished, I've got plenty of replacements. So this joining now of anybody that I don't want to join to a good bull gets, well, it's getting speckled park at the moment, a bit of beef, and yeah. So I don't need 300 replacements.